Well, if you have a student in your house and you are struggling with adjusting to this new normal of having everybody at home, we are here to help. Our education strategist, Dwayne Matthews, has been hearing from concerned parents, not just here in Canada, but all over the world. And he has opened up his mailbag for us this morning. Hi, Dwayne. Good to talk to you from home.
Hi, Anne-Marie. How you doing?
All right, let's jump. I'm doing great. We're going to jump right into it. First question, how do I deal with the guilt? I have to deal with my own work and keeping my daughter engaged. I'm feeling anxious, and I feel like I have no more to give. A lot of parents working from home, but also now trying to guide and teach their kids at the same time.
So the first thing I say to parents is remember that working, being in a career, parenting, and teaching are three separate jobs. They're three separate jobs, and you just got all of these jobs in the last 15 to 16 days. So you really need to cut yourself some slack. In terms of the guilt, mindfulness. You know, try and practice it in the morning, try and practice it in the night. There's a lot of evidence that shows that this really calms the brain and allows us to think and slows things down. So really do that. And the next thing to remember is that there's no foolproof plan. Nobody has experienced this in history. So there's no plan, there's no perfection. Cut yourself some slack, practice the mindfulness, and remember that these are three separate jobs that you now have to do, and we have to create something that's new. So I say focus on the small wins, right? Roll it out a day at a time. You're not going to nail everything at once. Focus on the small wins. We've done that. We've divided our day into 4 pieces, and we just slowly roll that out.
And you're going to post that for us somewhere. I want to get to our next question. How can the school grade my son? How can the school grade my son to know if he will pass to the next grade or not?
Right. So this is a great question, and I've been getting this question a lot. And this really breaks assessment down into 2. So first, we'll answer. The school is not going to be able to grade your children at a distance because there's no standardization. And this may actually be really good news. There are 2 ways for us to assess. We can assess what you know, which is sort of how do you remember, respond to some sort of a test, or we can assess for learning and how you get to the next step, which is really more deep and more impactful. Learning from home, all the learning and all of the assessment is really going to have to be about how do you get from one stage to the next. And this is actually really good news because it becomes more personalized.
I love this last question, Dwayne. How do I know what to focus on? The curriculums are too dense to ingest. And I have found that even clicking on the link from the ministry, there's so much there. I'm not a teacher. I don't know what to emphasize.
So I would say first thing, take a breath. Help is on its way. Rest assured that the boards and the ministry, they're trying to get their story together. But one of the most exciting things that I've seen, there's a company called Nelson. They do a lot of textbooks. They've opened up something called My Nelson. My Nelson covers math and language across all of the provinces, all of the curriculum. It's an actual textbook. You can read and follow along. It's digital if you have that access. They also have opened up an app called Edwin. The Edwin app is a really cool management system that really looks at bringing in all the pieces of information, all of the curriculum. That's also there for free online. So if you really don't want to get into the nitty-gritty of trying to figure out the curriculum, you can follow along with those too. And those are free online as well.
We'll continue to check in with you as we all get used to this new normal wherever we are in the country. Dwayne, thanks so much.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.